When you start AutoCAD or AutoCAD LT, this is the screen that you will usually see. Now I'm using here AutoCAD LT, which is the lighter version of AutoCAD, but if you use AutoCAD, the screen will be absolutely the same. So here, the first thing is start screen, and I'm using AutoCAD 2022. So if you are on older version, the screen may look different. Now with 2022 version, this is the kind of start screen which you'll see, where we have on the left side a panel where you can open drawing simply by clicking here, or open a new template simply by clicking here. Now if you want to open something else other than a drawing, then click this arrow, and now it will show you other options. For example, you can open sheet set, or you can explore some drawing samples. Now these sample drawings are read-only files from Autodesk which you can use. Now if you want to open a new template, simply click here and it will open the last template. You can see the last template by clicking here. So here if I click this, you can see that my last template is acad.lt.dwt. If you are using AutoCAD, then this could be acad.dwt. If you want to see the list of available templates, simply click on Browse Templates and it will show you a list of all the available templates. In this case, the list is pretty small because of AutoCAD LT, but again, if you are using AutoCAD, the list will be a little bit bigger. Now you can select any template, for example, ACAD LT or ACAD LT.dwt or ACAD ISO or ACAD LT ISO.dwt. So you can just select from any of these templates and then select open, and the template will open. Now these templates are settings. They simply save settings like units, limits and other things, and you can create your own template as well, which we'll learn in a moment. Alright, then we have Autodesk Docs. So if you have documents saved on Autodesk Cloud, it will show up here, but you just need access to a small plugin in order to connect to Docs service, and I'm not yet connected. As you can see, it's not showing any cloud documents. Then we have some learning resources here. So it will show you a list of some articles and videos from Autodesk that you can use to learn about this new product, new features, and even older features and older tools and commands of AutoCAD. Now, here we have some useful links. So you can go to online help community forum to get help related to software, and you can directly contact customer support from here. Now let's start a new drawing, and to do that, well, I'll first go back to Recent tab and then I'll click on New, which will start the last template acad.dwt, and here we are. So now it started the drawing with acad.dwt template. Now let's explore what we have here. So the first thing here is this application button on the top left corner. So click on this application button and it will show you the frequently used tools like new, open, save, save as, and so on. The same set of tools are also available here on quick access toolbar. So we have new, open, save, save as, and so on right here on the quick access toolbar. Now this part of the user interface is called ribbon area. On this ribbon area, we have different tabs like home, insert, annotate, parametric, and so on. Now, if you want to access any command, then they are kind of logically divided on these tabs and you can access it from there. For example, Home tab has almost all the frequently used commands from different categories. Insert tab has commands related to inserting external components. Annotate has annotation related commands, and so on. Now all of these tabs are further divided logically into different panels. For example, on Home tab we have a Draw panel, then Modify, Annotation, and so on. Draw panel has drawing related tools, and you can even expand these panels simply by clicking here to see all of these extra tools. So they are just below this fold and they are not frequently used, and hence they are kind of below this fold, but you can always expand the panels to access these tools. When you move your cursor outside this panel, the panel will collapse automatically, but if you want to keep it on all the time, then click here and click on this push pin and the panel will remain active. Alright, so I'll click on this push pin again so that the panel just collapses automatically. Now here we have the help menu. Now if you want to find out anything about any command, simply type its name. For example, let's say we want to find out more about circle command. So I'll type circle and simply press enter. Now if you are connected to internet, it will show you this help file where you can simply select these links. Maybe I'll just select the first link and it will show you everything about the circle command. Now I'll close it and here we have another search feature. So click on this application button, and here also we have a search bar. Now this search bar is different. Here you just need to type the name of a command and it will show you the location of that command. For example, here I have circle. Now the location of circle will show up here. So home tab, draw panel, circle flyout, which is home tab, draw panel and circle flyout. Not only that, you can simply type the name of a command, for example again circle, and click here to start the command. You don't even need to go to this location to start a command. Simply click and the command will start. Alright, now all of these panels are not the only thing available. Some of these panels and tabs are hidden and you can bring them always whenever required. So just right click anywhere on this ribbon area, and here you'll see these two options. We have show tabs and show panels. So in the show tabs, as you can see, we have this add-ins not checked. So this is actually not available. So click on this one, add-ins, and now we have a new tab called add-ins. So in this way, you can actually activate any panel. Now, if you want to deactivate that panel, once again, you can just right click here or maybe go to home tab, right click, go to show tabs and deactivate add-in. Also, if you want to show or hide any of these panels, you can do that as well. For example, here on home tab, I'll right click, I'll go to show panel and I'll hide clipboard, the last panel, and it's gone. To bring it back, repeat the process. So right click, show panels, clipboard, and it's back again. Now this big part here is called drawing area, and everything you make in AutoCAD will show up in this drawing area. Underneath this drawing area, we have this command bar, command palette, or command line, whatever you want to call it. Throughout this course, I will call it command line. Alright, now when you start a command, it will show up in this command line. Then we have the model space and some tabs for layout, and in a similar way we have some tabs here. So we have a start tab which will take you to this start tab, and then drawing 2. If you want to start a new one, simply click here and a new drawing will start. So you can open just as many tabs as you want, and all of these tabs are separate DWG files. So once you save it, it will save it as a new file. You can close it simply by clicking here. Then we have the status bar toggle which will let you create your drawing precisely, and there are also several other tools here which we'll discuss later. We have the navigation bar here which will help you pan, zoom and move your drawing around, and we can also access these tools using our mouse. So that's an overview of AutoCAD user interface.